So, okay, guys, that's my thing. I'm saying the black political parties are playing the fairy godmother for the Democratic Alliance. One day, the Democratic Alliance will lead this country and be the leading party in government in every sense, and eventually get that 2/3 majority and put in a white president, which is not a problem. But because South Africa is not ready to have a white president. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Once again, welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I am not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who is also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our beautiful country. So pardon me if I'm sounding somehow for you. It is because I caught flu in the village. You know, it's already cold there. We went home back to our roots and it was so super nice, but we came back with some hectic flu there. And okay, guys, I am here to say to you, our black political parties at this moment are playing the fairy godmother for the benefit of the Democratic Alliance. Because why are you conducting yourselves like that lately? I don't even know why I'm saying lately, because they have been behaving like that for so many years, and many South Africans like me were not paying attention. But now, because things have escalated, the country is deteriorating every day. Even people like me are paying attention now. And we're like, no, but this is not supposed to be like that. I am sharing this with you. And I still have more to say on this, but I want to share a video clip with you where the ANC Youth League gathered in KZN and they were fighting. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when I say black political parties, it is because within the same week, we had the MK party also gathering in KZN, and there was also a chaos there. They were fighting there as well. So you're looking at this whole thing like, what, guys? What are you doing? So before I waste much of your time, let me allow you to watch that video clip. Then I'll be back with more commentary. So, okay, whatever your views are, guys, kindly share them in the comment section. Also, I want to share something with you. I know people get easily irritated. So if you can hear that I'm swallowing now and then, it is because my throat is dry, guys, because of that flu we picked up in our own beautiful village. Anyway, guys, what I'm saying is the black political parties at this moment, they look disorderly, clueless, chaotic, and they look like they cannot be trusted with the leadership of this country, which is sad. Because they are very capable people in there. And the chaos that reaches us as ordinary people, it is the one that allows us to take a decision who to vote for. I'm talking about people like me. I don't know about you. So at the end of the day, we don't know the technicalities of looking at a leader that, no, but this one has got this, he's strategic, this one is that one, is that one. We look at what we see. We hear that, we see that they were fighting there because we are tired of the disorder that we see in South Africa. So now what happens is, not many people are going, at this stage, as things stand at this moment, it looks like we are being conditioned that the Democratic Alliance will soon or maybe later lead South Africa. They coming up with these polls that the DA is above the ANC, and they don't include other political parties in those polls like the MK. We want to see how the MK is doing. When you say the DA is above the ANC, how about MK? Is MK above the Democratic Alliance and the ANC? You know, where is the EFF? Where is Action SA? Where is Rise Mzansi? You know, where is ATM? Where is IFP? You know, where is Patriotic Alliance? We want to see things like those. Don't just pick up. Just don't pick and choose what is going to fit the narrative, because that's what it looks like. So what I'm saying is, if you behave like that as our black political parties, I'm saying this because I want to say something about the Democratic Alliance. That's why I'm emphasizing when I say black political parties. I'm saying this because if you behave like that at a time whereby South Africans are tired of seeing South Africa like that, knowing very well that the ANC, MK, EFF are the same political party, which is ANC, because the EFF came to exist because they were disgruntled within the ANC. They decided, you know what, we're going to open our own thing and leave this thing. It is not like everything was at peace and they just did not agree on maybe the ideology or maybe the way in which they saw the future and decided, you know what, let us when I'm saying the future, I'm talking about the future of South Africa, not of a political party. Then they decided, no, this is not good for our South Africans. Let us move away and have our own thing. I am saying so because even after the EFF left, those who formed the EFF left the ANC and opened the EFF, they did not take strongly the side of South Africans. Instead, they will stand against South Africans loud and boldly like that, which made them seem to be unpatriotic. But that's a video of another day. So South Africans way. But trust me, there's something very, very good that I'm about to share about Julius Malema and the EFF after this video, but I'm still on this one. And later on, the MK recently just came out of the ANC. Even then, it was not because they said, okay, since you guys don't do the things, don't want to change, since we were together, we feel like we need to part ways because there's a certain future that we see for South Africa, and that is not going to happen when we are within the ANC. No, they had to fight stink to lead that party. They had to until the whole thing disintegrated. And we know that the breaking point was when former President Jacob Zuma was sent to prison, and that was the breaking point which led us to the existence of MK today. So now, you looking at that, for me, these three political parties, and you see how I didn't mention COP because COP did not have that much impact. So, they are the same. They are the same. It's the same people, different plates. Same party scattered into three different places. So when we see them looking clueless like that in their own different plates, it's a stress to us because they look like they cannot get any situation under control. That's one. They are not capable of leading the entire country continuously and leading it very well. Because we are here today, South Africa is in tatters, guys. South Africa it's hurting to see South Africa like this. I don't want to lie to you. And when I'm saying like this, it is not like I'm saying the Democratic Alliance can lead this country in a way that we like, because my issues, there's a truth that we have to face. Administratively, the Democratic Alliance is good. But who does it favor? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because my problem is with the Democratic Alliance is the marriage between them and AFRIFORUM. AFRIFORUM has proven to everybody that they push white supremacists. They push white supremacy and they pushed that propaganda because of that. And the Democratic Alliance did not strongly condemn AFRIFORUM. And number two, it is for me, why it's difficult for me to go for the Democratic Alliance as a party that is predominantly white. Because somebody might say, okay, there's a lot of black people in there. But for me, that party is predominantly white. If you disagree with me, kindly share in the comment section. The Democratic Alliance did not come out to say, they have not come out. When I say come out, I need to see the Democratic Alliance. I don't know whether you guys hear me. I need to see the Democratic Alliance going on campaigns, printing pamphlets, like coming after racism, criticizing racism. You know why their voice would sound even more? Because they are a white political party. They are a white, predominantly white, before I get brutally criticized in the comment section. They are a predominantly white political party. And that apartheid regime was by white people. South Africans, black South Africans and other people have no history that in South Africa they once created a government that was against white people. Forget the fact that we had the leadership of the ANC for so many years and they wasted time instead of trying to balance things, even though this is going to take many, many more years, because this took 100 of years, the exclusion of other races within the economy in South Africa and the segregation, all the apartheid shenanigans that happened within the apartheid government took many, many, many years to undo within 30 years. But now, the lack of being effective by the ANC has led us to be stagnant. That is why you hear people, in fact, we are not even stagnant, we're deteriorating. That's why you hear people saying scrap PE, PE is not good and whatnot, forgetting to say that the BEE is good, could have been the best tool to equalization, but now the ANC messed it up. So I am saying this to say the black political parties, as things stand, they are playing the fairy godmother for the Democratic Alliance to govern this country. I am telling you, we're seeing the polls everywhere, which don't include your MK, your ANC. I mean, the polls that were shared by the media was that the Democrats now is above the ANC. Do you understand? They did not say, if the Democratic Alliance is above the ANC, where is MK, which seems to be growing very fast? Where is EFF? Where is Patriotic Alliance? Where is Action SA? You see, something like that is not complete, because it might be possible that we have the DA, the ANC, like the DA being above the ANC, and yet there is another party that is above them. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know whether you understand me, or maybe I'm just speaking cuckoo, but at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that the manner in which our black political parties are conducting themselves, the way they seem to be unable to take charge of themselves, like the unity that has to be seen. When we look at them, that united front is not there. We don't see it. Is it because the Democratic Alliance does not have these issues? It is because our own people, they like putting these things out there. The Democratic Alliance is very sophisticated. And I'm certain if you're a politician, you have to have some level of corruption is standard. Even within the Democratic Alliance, I do believe that they are corrupt individuals, just very sophisticated. And sophisticated something like if they want to do corruption now within the Democratic Alliance, you won't see the evidence. You will never see the evidence. It will go so smoothly. So smoothly, no one will see. They would even fire one of their leaders when caught in corrupt ways. But they would still keep the sophisticated corrupt ones who will not be caught because they are politicians. That's what they do. That's what I would like to see with our own black political parties now, from our own political parties. Be sophisticated. Sorry guys, my throat is dry. I'm going to sound somehow. Be sophisticated. What I'm saying is, even if you are stealing, because now you cannot be watching you what you're doing, we don't know what to do. Don't allow us to see it. Don't allow us to have uncut grass. Don't allow us to face high levels of unemployment. Don't allow the hospitals to be like that. Don't allow the clinics to be like that. Don't just keep everything in order so that you appease us while you are stealing. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. But at this rate, if they can't get control what is within your reach, within your political party, because that's what's within your reach, and you are at our mercy as our voters if we trust you to give you that responsibility to lead us nationally or even provincially. But we just need you to see you being orderly. We just need you to see you effectively leading your own political party. Then we see that and say, oh, maybe we can test this person or maybe this political party. But as things stand, and you are dealing with South Africans who are so tired of how things are happening in South Africa, and we have also the government of national unity, and people are complaining about so many ministers in there that they are not doing their job, which is a story for another day. I can do a separate video for that. I don't know whether I'll do it today, but I'll see. We don't know where we're going. You leave us in the middle of nowhere. We cannot trust the DA enough to vote for the DA, and also you guys this side, you are just behaving somehow. You see, when I said, I forgot to mention this, when I said the Democratic Alliance is supposed to lead campaigns fighting against racism, those are the people that can actually lead us to a place whereby you see, I'm one of the people that when I'm with white people, which I have many of them, for me, they are just human beings, just like me, nothing special about them, nothing special about me. We are just human beings. But there are other people who still feel somehow about white people because of how they experience them, of what they know about the history of apartheid. So now it takes the Democratic Alliance being actively involved in the fight against racism. It takes the employers, who are still, the majority of them are still white, treating their employees very well. When I'm saying very well, don't apply racism. Don't apply racism in anything that you do in that your business. Don't use racism to discipline. Don't use racism to delela. Don't use racism just don't be racially condescending. So those are the elements that can lead us to a place whereby we are all just South Africans. The failure to do so will always see parties like your Democratic Alliance as white political parties with a sprinkle of black people. And we need our own black political parties now to be good at what they are supposed to do. Be good. Because when I look at them as an individual right now, I see that the ANC has been so corrupt for so many years, up to a level whereby they don't know how to deal with those who are corrupt, because the entire thing would just collapse and cave in like that. That is one. Number two, they refuse to say, okay, now that we are here, we cannot be punishing ourselves, because if I punish you, you know what I did. He knows what she did. She knows what that one did. So what we are supposed to do, let us dust ourselves up and leave this corruption thing and be different human beings, even though we didn't get the punishment that we should get. So when you see something like that, it's just hopeless. The whole situation looks hopeless. So I'm saying you have failed to hold each other accountable. Move on as different individuals. So, okay, guys, that's my thing. I'm saying the black political parties are playing the fairy godmother for the Democratic Alliance. One day, the Democratic Alliance will lead this country and be the leading party in government in every sense, and eventually get that 2/3 majority and put in a white president, which is not a problem. But because South Africa is not ready to have a white president, that's when chaos will happen. We are not ready. I'm telling you, we are not ready, because we are not dealing with the crux of the matter that is called racism, which needs everyone to be involved and crush that nasty monster and crush it, so that we are able to find one another and say, we are all South Africans. Do you get what I'm saying? It's frustrating. Anyway, Gekas, if you watched up to here, you really liked what I was talking about, and I appreciate it very much. And the next time you bump into my videos, kindly watch my ads in full, as that is the only way you can be supporting the channel. For now, I'll be seeing you in my next upload.